Follow Team FX Primus Elizo as they compete in round 1 of the Blancpain Lamborghini Super Trofeo Asia Series. The season opening race was held on a hot and humid day with temperatures at 35 degrees. Only 13 cars were on the grid for the first race with drivers from all over Asia. Both Dominic and Zen managed to clock good times during their sessions, with Dominic setting the second best time during his stint, while Zen takes 5th spot on the grid with his time. After the qualifying, both drivers sat down to go through data and see how they can further improve their race pace. While the drivers are in the room, the crew got to work on finalizing the setup for the race. With input from the qualifying session, the alignment was adjusted. Activity in the pit intensifies, with everyone making final adjustments to their cars for the race. And as the grid girls stood ready outside, Team FX Primus Elizo as they get ready for the first race of the 2014 Blancpain Lamborghini Super Trofeo Asia Series. Team driver Zen Low took the first half of the race, starting from second on the grid, and everyone in the team was in high spirits. The team was anxious to start the race, but we had to wait for the grid procession. The race was an intense one, leaving both drivers to battle right from the start. Let's hear it from the drivers.
I started the race first, and I had a pretty good start. Just before I hit turn 1, I saw Delanta pull out next to me on the left-hand side, and by then I was nose to nose with car number 12, and that was the lead car. And Delanta then literally squeezed me, and I was sandwiched in between both cars, and I thought I better back off, because if I don't, then there will be a major accident. So as I back off, immediately I was hit from the rear. After I was hit, I then have to start defending my line because there's many cars behind me, and I was worried about the damage.
After driving cautiously for a couple of laps to make sure there was no major damage to the car, Zen put his head down and continued with a good pace.
Funny thing is, after the 5th or 6th lap, my balaclava started falling off from the top of my forehead, and it's blocking my eye, literally. Going to turn 5 and 6, I went, this is not good, you know. So I started pushing it up. I moved my helmet backward to force the balaclava back in there.
From there, Zen pushed on, getting in the thick of the action.
The car was just as nervous. It didn't really improve. But then everyone is around the same pace. I can see them except the first car.
The team executed a perfect pit stop, with Zen passing over driving duties to Dom.
We managed to go out just behind Jiang Xing, but I think behind Max, when there was a big gap, and I knew that he was the car that would attack first, so I managed to chase, and one by one I took off. I think I overtook 2 cars, but unfortunately the last was second place. I think the last 2-3 laps something broke on the left rear, so I just backed off a little bit to save the car.
Dom managed to overtake 2 cars, putting the team in 3rd, and despite the damage in the rear, he maintained a steady pace.
The car was okay. I think we caught up to 2nd. Unfortunately, if they had maybe another 5 minutes, maybe could have been 1 place up. But overall, I think it was a good first race for us.
Yeah,
I think, but the car can be better. It was a bit oversteering the whole race, and also my first time in the race with this car, so it can be better. But we'll work hard for the next race.
was a great result for Team FX Primus Elizo. Being on the podium in the first race of the season on home ground got the spirits up for everyone. Shamila Nadaraja of Sepang circuit handed the trophies to both Zen and Dom. Big smiles all around. The day isn't over for the team yet. After a good third-placed finish, the crew had to make sure that final checks are done on the car in preparation for race 2 the next day. Up next, the team is missing something very important, and it cost the team big.